What is up, guys? Welcome back. It is Monday the 12th. Today we got the Monday qualifier for the Discrafts Cascade Challenge out here at Shelton Springs Disc Golf Course. If you've been following along, you know I've been out at this course for the last month or two, kind of practicing, getting in plenty of rounds. I'm excited. 3 people get in today. There's only 13 players in the field. I don't know. I like my odds as long as I just play my game. I guess we'll talk a little bit about kind of the plan for today. So I played a decent amount of rounds out here. I feel like every hole I know my shot. Today the game plan is like, no matter the mindset I'm in, follow my game plan. Follow my play style. Throw the disc that I know is the highest percentage for me and my shots and my play style. And then same goal as always, don't cage putts. Today it's a qualifier, so like it either matters or it does not matter at all. Like you either take top 3 or you lose. Like nothing else matters. So the idea of like, you don't want to take dumb mistakes, you don't want to bleed strokes, but you need to get strokes. You need to play good. You need to play safe and like not blow up, I think, in a Monday qualifier. But overall, I just want to play, honestly, maybe more of like an aggressive play style than I normally would, because it's kind of all or nothing. You got one round to prove it, and if you leave anything out there, like, why are you even here, I guess? So yeah, I'm excited for today. Gonna go throw some more shots, gonna go get some putts warmed up. I tee off at 9:30, so it's like a little colder, a little earlier than I've been playing disc golf recently, so definitely want to get the hand warmed up. But yeah, hopefully today goes well. I'm excited, and we'll see you in the booth. Let's get right into it.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
And we are back here live. What is up, guys? The Cascade Challenge Monday qualifier. Hole number 1. I think it's like 325 it says down there. I've got my beat up Ultra in hand. I have been absolutely lacing this, parking it bullseye lately in practice, and I yank it a little bit. That's alright, we're in the open, pretty solid kick. Take out my ESP zone here. I know I gotta put it really high because the basket is really left. Could have probably been a little higher, but overall, solid shot. Told myself again today, the #1 goal is don't leave the putts short. Give them a chance, give them what they need to go in. This is a good kind of starting length, you know, maybe like a 25 footer. Get your round going. Yeah, straight into the cage. So right away here, I'll be honest, the nerves were rolling. And when the nerves kick in, my anxiety kicks in, and the body's a little shaky, to say the least. We go PD flex shot here. Little lower than I wanted out of the hand, but this is all I'm playing for on this. I don't really go for much distance, so exactly what I wanted. I got stable DD1 in hand, a little glow DD1, pretty much aiming at that white sign you can see in the distance. Just need a little bit of drift left, and I get it. Now this is a dead straight tunnel shot here. I pull up my Buzz SS, and I know right here, you can see me kind of trying to shake the jitters, and I know if I can lace a Buzz SS shot, it's going to instill some confidence. And we do just that. So after that rocky start with the bogey on 1, we get back to even. So obviously it's a Monday qualifier, guys. If you have any knowledge of a Monday qualifier, a lot of times a round even will get you in. You usually don't have to do anything crazy, and there's no Pro Tour players in this qualifier, so it's honestly just a bunch of like mid-level, you know, 950 to 980 rated dudes. I go Cicada here. I love this hole, and Yeah. So that's 100% nerves right there. I just could not get a feel for kind of like touchier shots, maybe, you know, like the hyzer flip turnovers. My body was just not letting me do what it needed to do. We got Firebird in hand. Really don't have much there. It looks like I'm going for like an overhand, but what I'm really going for is kind of like a sky forehand roller, I like to call it, where you never want the disc to pan, but you try and basically like throw it vertical and get it to bounce up towards the basket. Little, I don't know, 17-footer here to save bogey.
It's in there.
And
It's in there.
yeah. Guys, this is the most nervous I've been in all of my tournament series so far. We're back to 1 over, but we're on hole number 4. Beautiful DD1 shot here, par 4. And I do what the DD1 does best, guys. Well, I stand in the way a little bit, but I absolutely lace it. And you'll see me kind of debating between zone and zone OS. Yes, I said zone OS. I recently have been kind of playing around with one because I realize I don't really bag any overstable discs. And sometimes you just need to get left. Just like that. Walk up. Routine. Don't overthink. Tap it in. Back to even. Just trying to hang out around that even mark. Obviously get under that. But just play my game. You can see me here with a strike in hand. This is like maybe 330, 350. Really straight, but then really far left at the end. And I end up going with a PD. This is a hole where I've tried some different discs throughout my practice rounds. Never quite found out what I really liked, but I realized right now I gotta still shake those nerves, and I'm just gonna go stable and throw hard.
Oh yeah, beauty. That's great. Yeah, I should have a look.
Really like that shot. Actually went deep of the basket, which is kind of hard to do on this this hole. I have a nice window up here. Feeling confident on this little bid. Yeah, it's one of those putts where out of the hand, I think I made it all day.
Right in my knee.
No harm done. That's definitely a bonus birdie, but man, did I want to get it. Here we are on hole 6. 420 feet, maybe? 440? 445, I think it says there. We go DD1. There's a hyzer gap. There's an up the gut gap. I go straight up the gut on hyzer. I tell it to flip.
Oh yeah.
And man, does it do just that.
What shot, dude?
Probably,
Nice.
I mean, best shot of the round so far, 100%. Grab some knucks. And I know this is a momentum putt right here. I try not to overthink it. Once again, go through my routine. Try and find a rhythm.
Beautiful.
And there we go. We're under par at the Cascade Challenge Monday qualifier. So obviously with the Monday qualifier, there was 3 spots for this weekend up for grabs. And I was the last card, so luckily I kind of knew what I had to do. At this point, I had not yet checked scores, just playing my game. And we'll get a little more into that as we go. This is a hole that is close to 500 feet. I think it's like 470, par 3. I go stable DD1, thinking it's gonna flip. Yeah, should have went with S-line DD1 to get a little bit of turn. I'm debating between pure hyzer zone or kind of chop flat zone OS. I go broad, just play smooth, throw the hyzer straight into the tree. As you can see, if I just throw it kind of right of that, it's wide open for that kind of chop zone OS. But I'm still learning to trust that shot. So very unfortunate, just a mistake. It's really all that is right there. Here we got a little bogey putt. I don't know, 17-footer, just outside bullseye, and knocks us back down to even. But like I said, the name of the game today is that even par. Just hang out there. We got Buzz SS in hand. Usually I'm going Cicada on this hole, but with the nerves rolling, the harder that I can throw, the better it feels. So I disc down and absolutely lace it, guys. That should be an advertisement for the Buzz SS. One of my favorite holes out here, because when you throw the shot good, it just feels great. We got the putt. 4 birdie. Slight elevated basket. And you know, that was one of those miscues where I really feel like it was more of me being lined up wrong than actually like putting it bad, because I actually felt really confident. Everything kind of felt fine. I just simply pulled it left. So very unfortunate miss there. We go PA4 here on hole 9 out the gap. I don't want to push anything deep. I'm not really worried about getting any distance here. Just go putter. I like to break down this hole with my 2 high percentage shots. Now I just saw my card mate here throw the same kind of turnover, and it seemed like the wind, the left to right, was really turning it. So I threw my PA3 and didn't want to burn it over. So I kind of just hit it on a little Annie, and the left to right didn't do anything. So I'm kind of left with this circle 2 putt. Don't hate it out of the hand, but I'm still just trying to like commit to that pop. The tournament nerves just really shut off. Kind of shut off the abilities. And you guys have seen me miss a lot of straddle putts in my tournament play lately, and there's just another one. Anytime I get into that straddle, it just is, it's uncomfortable. I don't know, I seem to lose any pop that I do have, and that gets us back to 1 over par. Now we go PA4 here, hyzer flip turn. This is kind of a must get. It's an island hole. I think it says like 285 right there, and I'm just trying to play it straight, slide it up, get a birdie.
Oh my God, get so lucky, please. Get out.
Guys, I yanked it.
Probably pretty good.
But you'll see. Boy, did I get lucky. And I knew I had to kind of just take this stroke, because it is a big one, and just really just make this putt. Gets us back to even, going into the hardest stretch of the course. Here we are, hole 11, gold tee, brand new tee position. Going DD1. Really trying to gain some distance off the tee. Probably something right around 375, 400 feet, and I lace it. DD1 is flying well today, which is pretty much the game plan that I knew I was going to need. Now you're going to see it here, guys. So lately I've talked a lot about not really enjoying my forehand, and I'm really enjoying my backhand, really confident in where it's going to go, and I have this kind of turnover pushy forehand, or I could go super skinny Buzz SS, kind of push hyzer. But I tell myself, Brad, the push hyzer is it's a hard shot. Go with the easy turnover. Forehand, you're going to regret messing up the backhand. So I take my zone here and try to just line up the gap and throw it straight into the tree. It's shots like that right now I'm messing up backhand or forehand that are just inexcusable. But I think I'm in a spot right now where if I can force a backhand, it is a higher percentage shot for me than even some of the simplest forehands. So we pick up the par there, still sitting at even. We are on hole 12, the hardest hole on the course. If you haven't heard, it's a brand new par 5, over 1,100 feet through the woods. I got my super beat up broadbird here, and you just smack it. You get that late flip, that Firebird SS, and it is a great shot. And you kind of just got to wait till you get up there. And what do I have? Not the best result. Really ain't got much of a swing here. So the ideal landing zone is literally 5 feet to the left of where I am, where you can just throw a good straight kind of cicada Buzz SS over the top there. But I had no swing. So I go overhand. I'm in a bush. Got cicada here, trying to get a little bit of late life out of it because I don't have much of a swing. And honestly was really surprised at how I kind of burned that over. But honestly, at this point, I'm still feeling all right. It's a par 5 that's borderline a par 6. And I know if I get out of here with the single bogey, I am not mad at myself at all. So we're just still playing confident right here. And we got buzz in hand. Need something that turns but is going to push out a little bit at the end. You see, I catch a late branch. And I kind of rushed this shot, not in a bad way, but we had almost ran out the 3-minute timer looking for that disc. Thankfully, we found it. And at this point, guys, we waited to tee off on this hole for quite a time. This is probably my first putt in maybe 20 minutes. So I was super happy to make that one. 1 over par, hole 13. Been feeling very confident about this hole. Firebird SS.
Oh my, yes. Keep going.
And I yank it, guys. Can't see it off to the right of the screen there, but I know there's a few little windows, so I'm hopeful. And I get up there, and I got something. I got the A4, little tomahawk upshot here, hoping to kind of get it out to the fairway, and then pitch it up. Okay, so here's where we got to talk, guys. I checked scores halfway up this hole, because I knew we were the last hole and I needed to know what I had to do, and I am currently tied for the lead. So walking up to this hole, I know that I think I'm in the lead right now at 1 over par. And I know if I lay this up, don't do anything dumb, take my bogey, I'm still tied for the lead and the top 3 get in. And the way the scores looked, pretty much nobody else was really in contention unless they birdied out. So we go to 2 over, we're tied for the lead. We go to hole 14. This is one of my favorite holes on the course. I've been lacing it with this super flippy Firebird. We're feeling so confident on this tee. I'm like, Rod, all you got to do is just play good golf.
Rod,
and
dude,
this
is
I'll just say it, this is where the wheels come off, guys. So I hit first available. And you're going to see me tee off again here because I decided to re-tee. I felt as though I was in such a bad position that me re-teeing on a shot that I'm super, super confident in was a higher percentage shot. And, yeah, 2 for 2 on just a little bit of like adrenaline, a little bit of trying to get it there too much and just kind of pulling the shot. I really had not much there. I had this big flex forehand line that I tried to hit. And basically what's going through my head right here, guys, is that I know where the scores are, and I know that I need to get my disc into the basket on this hole. There's really no, I'm not in a position to play safe. And that's why you'll see me kind of switch to a backhand here, because it's the only line I had straight to the basket. And we do that. Luckily, we got a little zone OS forehand chip up, and you guys are going to see me walk up here and tap in a 7, a quadruple bogey, which is going to knock me to 6 over par. And in a position where I have 4 holes left to play, and I needed 3 birdies to tie to get into the event. We're on hole 15 here. I really like this hole. Big DD1 smash around the corner. It's a beautiful par 4. One of my favorite holes on the course. It's so pure. And my shot was almost perfect. Just a touch long into the kind of the back wall. I needed some more hyzer. And you're going to see me. The shoulders are kind of drooped here. Feeling a little defeated because I knew that if I don't birdie this, my chances are pretty much done after leading the event just a hole and a half ago. We go with my flippiest DD1, and it's actually on a fantastic line, but just never had enough turn on it. This is where you're going to see like the attitude kind of downshift, guys. Monday qualifiers are all or nothing. I kind of talked about it in the intro, where you either place top 3, or in some cases it's you win them to get in, or nothing. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's not a tournament. I'm not trying to get top half at the Monday qualifier. I'm not trying to get top 10. I'm trying to get top 3 or nothing. So it simply put, missing this putt right here or making it is everything that matters, because I know if I make this, I can still birdie out and maybe get into a playoff, and I miss. Just very uncommitted on that putt. And I was very, very upset, I won't lie. Like, so pissed off. Because by tapping in this putt and going to 7 over par, at the time I'm playing this hole, it is not possible to get into the event anymore. I blew it unless I ace. So I take a forehand and absolutely blitz it and smack a tree.
Well, there it goes.
But it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's all or nothing. Kind of try to go a little ultra upshot here. And yeah, so pretty much going to let this play out while I kind of wrap things up for you guys. At this point, the way the scores are playing out, there's I think one more card on hole 17. There's one player at 2 over par who ends up winning it, and there are 2 players at 4 over par who end up getting in. And I know what some of you guys are going to say is probably like, Broad, so if 4 over got in after you quad bogeyed, you actually only needed 2 birdies to tie. At the end, yes. But at the moment, they were not 4 over par, so I needed more birdies. So obviously I can't tell the future, and I was looking at scores on every single hole, every single shot, assessing what I needed to do. And there did come a time, you know, in these last 4 holes where I could no longer win it or could no longer qualify. So, you know, obviously you're going to see me here just kind of ripping shots, and like it no longer matters. But yes, after that first initial quad bogey, if I could have, you know, seen into the future and knew that other people were going to end bad, I could have played a little safer and just tried to get back to 4 down to get into a playoff for a spot. But unfortunately, that's just not how things played out. I lay that up. It was like a 35-footer. I'm like, whatever. Get the par and get out of there. So, yeah, guys, that is how I almost qualified for the Cascade Challenge, I guess.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.